What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Tarot Magic. I want to say thank you to everyone who has already subscribed or hit the thumbs up or commented. It is much appreciated and helps this channel to grow. So, I'm back in my space. Yay. Although that was kind of fun yesterday to do it in my card room. Take a chance. Today I am going to do Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine readings. However, I'm not sure if both of them will be uploaded today. It takes a long time to upload, and the SEO it's very involved behind the scenes. But I am going to use the same decks so we can kind of get a congruent message. And again, I'm not reading reversals. I don't know, for some reason I'm just getting clearer downloads without the reversals. So be sure to watch both readings because we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Our masculine side is the logical one that takes action, and our feminine side is the one that follows their intuition and is in touch with their emotions. So you really need to have both to be a balanced person. And this is going to be the Divine Masculine reading. However, you could be a woman in more in divine masculine energy, or they both could resonate with you. Okay, so yeah, I know a couple who is, the woman is very take charge. She's more in her masculine energy, yet she's feminine. The man is actually very masculine, but he's more creative, kind of in touch with his emotions. So, but he's still very masculine. So that's just an example. And yeah, so if you're a feminine, this could resonate with you. You could be cross-watching for your Divine Masculine. I expected these to be stiff for a second. All right, Spirit, what is it that the Divine Masculine needs to know for today? What is it that the Divine Masculine, the overall energy for the Divine Masculine? Dun, 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 dun. This is my Which Way to the Renaissance Fair maxi dress. A new beginning. Yes, I love this. This card is putting you on notice that a change is at hand. Thank you, Spirit. It may feel like things are falling apart, but that's only to make room for the new. Be open to synchronicities and be willing to take risks at this time. Yeah, we saw that at the bottom of the deck. Take a risk. I've said this before in my readings, okay? Hospice nurses. A lot of them have said people on their deathbed, their biggest regret is not taking a chance. It's not the things they did. It's not the mistakes that they made. It's not taking that chance. So things may be falling apart in your life, and it may be like disastrous, but that's because it's clearing the way for a new beginning, okay? And it is eclipse season, that's what happens during eclipse season. Bottom of the deck, forward movement. Yes, things are being swept away so that you can move forward in your life. You've taken new empowered action in the direction of your dreams. Keep going. Identify tasks to reach your goals. Not wearing my glasses, including personal shifts such as mindset and release of emotional triggers. Yes, something that triggers you emotionally is, behind that we have depleted. Something that triggers you emotionally is a sign to you that either you need to, let's say it's a person, you need to set better boundaries or cut that person off, okay? Oftentimes triggers also are, why did I just have a brain fog for a second? Yeah, they're triggering you because that's something that you need to heal, okay, within yourself. Just started pouring here. Wow. Maybe there's a storm coming. It's so odd. It just started pouring. All right, what else for Divine Masculine? I hope everyone's having an amazing week. We are heading into Mercury retrograde on Thursday, which will last till March 20th. So the astrologers say it's a good time to rest, relax, rewind, review. Okay? Don't make any impulsive decisions. You're not really supposed to sign new contracts or purchase anything big, and always back up your information and double check before you send that text or email. Yeah, baby. All right, what else for Divine Masculine? It's always a good idea, even if it's not Mercury retrograde. Flow of inspiration. When you're aligned with your truth, creativity flows like a current, effortless and electric. This flow of inspiration signals that you are on the right path, doing exactly what you are meant to. Look at that rainbow. Beautiful. I don't know what. Oh, maybe they're washing the windows or something. Okay. I hear this noise. What else? Conscious creator. Be clear about the life you desire. Write it down, visualize it, and feel as though it is already here. The universe responds to precise, unwavering intentions. So maybe you don't even know what kind of life you want to live. You need to really get clear about your intentions, about what you want. I don't know what's going on in the window over there. I've got the windows shut. Okay, focus. Maybe there's a lot of distractions right now. Abundant attraction. There are no limits except those you impose. The quantum field holds infinite potential. What will you choose to create? This is true. Every single dream or desire or outcome already exists, okay, in the quantum field. You just have to energetically align with it. And first you have to really figure out what it is you want. I feel like this could be for a divine masculine. It's like, whoosh. Okay. Selfless abundance. Selfless abundance. The true abundance is when your cup overflows, allowing you to give generously to others. When your energy is no longer consumed with self-survival and personal maintenance, you will be positioned to help in a selfless way. I feel like this is where you're headed, or what your goals are, is to become so abundant that you can help others with it, okay? But first you really have to decide what you want. Write it down. Live as if it's already existing. And it has something to do with your creative energy, okay? But you have to align with your truth. If you're running from your truth, denying your truth, your emotions, or what it is you really want, that blocks your flow of creativity. So it just does. What was the overall energy again? Oh yeah, new beginning. Yay. So yeah, it may seem, look at that. Are you manifesting something new? It may seem like things are falling apart, but things are actually falling into place. Because the universe, if God, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, keeps nudging you to make a different change or go in a different direction, and you keep ignoring it, then, Five of Gabriel, maybe there's a lot of drama, conflict where you're going on. The universe is going to give you signs and signals, synchronicities. If you continue to hold on to the old, the tower's coming in and it's going to sweep it away because you weren't following your signs of your intuition. Something to think about. Strength, number 11. Archangel Ariel. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So you may need to work up some confidence to forgive someone, or someone needs to work up some confidence to ask for forgiveness. This is also a card of Leo. Bottom of the deck. Yes, leap of faith. This is like the Fool card. So, okay. You do have the strength, though. You have what it takes. I mean, maybe Three of Michael, maybe you are going through some sort of heartbreak right now, but that's another sign for you to go in a different direction, Don't stay where you keep getting your heart broken. What else? For the divine masculine. Page of Gabriel. Yes, this is like the Page of Wands. Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for achievement and adventure. So this is also, the Page of Wands also reminds me of getting in touch with your childlike energy. Like, what did you want to be when you were a child? Maybe this is conscious creator. Decide what you want. Maybe you should revisit that. I actually often thought about taking like an adult ballet class, because I used to do ballet, just to reconnect with that younger version of myself. But Spirit is calling you to follow your passion. What lights you up inside, okay? Or who lights you up inside? Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Whoa! Take back your power, step up, take control of your life, and lead. Okay? Two of Michael. You're at a crossroads. Okay. I like where this is going, Divine Masculine. What else? One more. Let's start clarifying. What else? Five of Michael. Ooh. It's like the Five of Swords. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So wherever you're at is just not working for you. Maybe you feel like people are lying to you, about you. They're constantly trying to sabotage you every step of the way. And yeah, you need to remove yourself. It doesn't serve your highest good. The heartbreak comes from your attachment, so it could be someone that you had partnered up with, a family member, but it doesn't serve your highest good. Like, you're going to have to love yourself more. And even if it's family members, you're going to have to set better boundaries. King of Raphael, like King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. This definitely has something to do with your creative abilities, something that you want to create. You could be also a water sign, or you could just be in your emotions right now, and you're realizing that you need the sun. This is also a card of Leo. Someone could be a Leo in this situation. You're also realizing that you need to follow the light. You need to make yourself happy. And, what doesn't serve you has got to go. Okay? I was just giving this lecture to a friend this morning. It's like, even if it's family, this was about her family. And I was like, you have to set boundaries. You can't just cut them out of your life. But I don't know why I want to use this deck. Okay. Actually, all right, yeah. No, it's a different deck. Okay. I miss you. Maybe you miss someone? Maybe you have strong feelings for them with the King of Cups? Okay, what is this Strength card about? But work up the courage to do it, because whatever it is, it's something or someone that sparks your creativity, and it's something you're passionate about. Ooh, sex addiction. That's in the reverse, though. Which, that's good. I'm not really taking reversals. However, if it does pop out like that, I will mention it. Because sex addiction in the reverse that's one you want in the reverse. So, yeah, you're bumping heads with somebody. Maybe you've overcome some sort of sex addiction, which I personally believe that comes from unhealed childhood trauma, even like sexual abuse. So you owe it to yourself to heal yourself and get back on track. Family. Like I said, this might have something to do with your family or someone you have a family with, okay? You're going to have to be strong. Oh, karmic ties. You know what? Sometimes family members are the most karmic. And what is a karmic? Someone that you're meant to learn a lesson from, okay? It is a soulmate. There's a very strong bond. There's a very strong tie. But you're meant to learn something from them, okay? Oftentimes the sex is really freaking good. That's what keeps you in it until you learn what it is that you need to learn from it. Okay, they're not meant to stay around forever. You learn the lesson, you heal, and you move on. So, I mean, this looks dangerous though. I mean, she's licking a knife. Yeah. Spiritual. Chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. Okay. So, you're having a spiritual awakening. Your karmic ass family is trying to Five of Swords you, and it feels very disorienting. And yes, it does. It feels like you're dying, okay? Because everything that you thought was true is actually not true. And everything that you believed was actually a lie. And you realize that where you are is not where you want to be. It's not where you should be. And yeah. So, like I said, this is the same with the ego death, the chaos, the downward spiral is clearing the way for this new beginning. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. You're not dying. Hopefully you're not dying. But like I said, this is the universe saying something needs to change. And it has something to do with your family. Round and round. This did come out in the divorce. In the reverse. Maybe you're getting a divorce. Round and round. Cycles, triggers, lesson. So that was in the divorce. Why can't I talk today? So yeah, I feel like you're just going round and round with someone in your family or someone that you have a family with, and you're getting nowhere. You're repeating cycles. And then look what it says at the bottom. Lessons. You're meant to learn the lessons and learn how to put up boundaries or walk away or, cut them off. Sometimes you have to cut them off entirely if they're absolutely toxic. This is toxic AF, okay? This is lying, trying to win at all costs, trying to sabotage you behind the scenes, rumors, like stabbing you in the back, lying, cheating, stealing, the whole... The Five of Swords is the worst. Okay. This is probably what you want to be doing, is living in the moment. All right. So, Spirit is telling you, though, you have the strength, grace and kindness and forgiveness. You need to also forgive them, because when you're carrying around that heaviness and the toxic, like it hurts you, not them. Okay? It's hard to forgive someone when you're still in it. So you have to get yourself out of it. Yeah. Secret accounts. Maybe you've opened up a secret bank account, so they're like your little escape plan. Good idea. All right, what is this Page of Gabriel? Something you're passionate about, something you'd like to create. This is where you're headed once you get the strength to close out this cycle. I'm getting the World card. Learn the lesson you're supposed to learn and close out the cycle with this karmic family or someone you had a family with. Yeah, someone who's really selfish, stubborn, arrogant, prideful. It's their way or the highway. Bye. You can have your way, but you'll be doing it by yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Page of Gabriel. What is this about? I know the type. Da, 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 da. Not happy. Okay. Someone's not happy. This could be you. You're not happy. Okay? Because something needs to change. The reason you're not happy is because you need to cut the karmic ties. That person licking a knife could kill you. Okay? It actually could be a life or death situation. And the reason you're not happy is because Spirit is like shouting at you, get out. And maybe this person is not happy that you're leaving either, but look at her face. She's like, That's not your responsibility to make other people happy. It's not. As a former people pleaser myself, trust me. Left you hanging. No closure, no contact, left on red. So, maybe someone left you on red with no closure, or maybe you just need to leave these people with no closure and left on red. Yeah, they won't be happy about it, but you've got better things to do, man. You're pursuing your passions, and you're pretty excited and happy about it. Love spell, that did come up in the reverse. Yeah. I'm going to keep this one in the reverse. So this karmic person that was doing love spells on you, it has backfired onto them. It is not working anymore. Maybe they've done it the maximum amount of time, and they're not happy that it's not working. but you need to leave them hanging. Yeah. Firestorm. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. That came out in the reverse too. So I feel like you're just going to leave them to their own drama and karma, and you are walking away, or you need to walk away. What is this Five of Michael about? Let people clean up their own mess, okay? You have got stuff to do. You want to consciously create something. Shocking news, whatever. Okay, what is this Five of Michael about? Shocking news. Yeah, all you have to do is like open up Instagram or ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. All you have to do is open up Instagram or YouTube and see a lot of shocking news. Yeah, so you don't have to watch the news. What's the Five of Michael, Spirit? What is this about? Jackass. This card keeps coming out. I'm always like, I am not cursing. I am going to be... But I'm just reading the card. Okay. So leave this Five of Swords jackass in their own emotional mess. And let's find out who this is, though, with this deck. Or someone feels like a jackass, and they should. They're like trying to sabotage you. This is like not overtly like trying to ruin your life. It's like behind the scenes trying to sabotage you. So cut it off. Walk away. Let them deal with their own firestorm. Who is this jackass? Someone that betrayed you. They were deceitful. They were disloyal. Conspiracy, broken bonds. Yes, you don't need to deal. Yeah, okay. Someone that betrayed you. Good. You really need to get away. Honestly, for me, betray me once, I'm out. I'll forgive you for myself because I'm not carrying that around. But I mean, person would really have to prove it over a long period of time. But they wouldn't do it again. Probably have a healing with a shaman to remove, demonic attachments, things like that. Who is this jackass? Oh, it's a player. Socialite of charm, elegance, expert of romance, leisurely life. Okay, they betrayed you in some sort of way. Well, go get on with themselves. Athlete, seeker of vitality, exercise, life, strength, speed. So this person's probably real good looking, has a good body, works out a lot. They're a player. They're a gambler. Risk taker of fate. Speculation, addiction, debt, fortune. So they took a gamble. And it looks like they lost. Maybe this person was, doing love spells on you. Could be male or female. I mean, this is a divine masculine reading. However, it could resonate with a female. They took a risk. Journalist. Chronicle of stories, reporting, interview, inquiry, promotion. So, yeah, you could actually be the one that's more like the reporter, and you're like inquiring, like, why did this player take this gamble? Well, they feel like a jackass, so let's just split the deck. Mother. Could be someone's mother. Spiritual love, nurturer, source of life, maternal patience, comforter. Whoa, it could be someone's mother. It could be, you could be the mother, even as a divine masculine, like I said. Okay. Aesthetic. Okay. Seeker of self, restraint, abstinence, purification, discipline. So, I mean, the fact that we saw the sex addiction in reverse, it didn't come out. So maybe you are trying to just work on your discipline. You're doing abstinence, which actually is a very, very important thing for your creative energy, because your sexual energy is your creative life force energy. So if you retain that for yourself, you actually can be a lot more creative. Trust me, the creation just flows. Okay. GPS. That's, maybe someone is tracking you, your mother, or someone you had children with, his karmic family. Maybe you turned your back on them, or you need to turn your back on them. Okay, what else? for this Five of Michaels. Okay, this jackass is like tracking you. Lord have mercy. What else? Bad credit, debt, unemployed. Well, that did come out in the reverse, but so maybe this person needs you for money. That's why they're trying to track you down. They're not really responsible with money. That's not your problem, by the way. It is not. Bad news. That came out in the reverse too. So yeah, this person, I feel like both of these came out in the reverse because this is not really your energy. This is someone else. Someone may depend on you for finances. They're getting bad news about their debt, but that's not your problem. They're a jackass. This is someone you always fight with bumping heads. And yeah, it's too late for this person, whoever is this retard. They're toxic. AF, okay? I'm not going to say more than that. Let's see, let's get some... Damn. Their love spell is not working on you anymore, whoever this is, and you're just going to leave them to their own karma. And one of the best ways to do that is to release your attachment to the person. You know, you forgive them for yourself, and you're not holding on to this anger or sadness or anything. Yeah, like that Queen of Swords. And that is how the karma comes back around to them, because you've detached from it. You've forgiven and you blocked them. Queen of Cups, yeah. I mean, you know, you could be very unconditionally loving, or you could be thinking about a Queen of Cups. Someone who's not doing love spells on you, like that type of thing. All right, what is the strength? You do have the strength to close this cycle, okay? And it feels chaotic right now because you are having a spiritual awakening, you're having an ego death. It's all part of the process, and it's important to have, okay? Because you'll be able to stop this round and round cycle, learn what you need to learn, move on. Yeah, someone is lying, cheating, stealing energy. That you need to cut that out of your life. No, thank you. You just want to be happy. And you deserve to be happy. I'm not going to take these in reverse, but I will notice if they do come up in the reverse. A little reverse. So, yeah. How many cards should we get? 4 or 5? Let's get 5. All right. What is this strength about, Spirit? All right. 8 of Pentacles. This did come out in the reverse, but I'm not taking it. So, yes, you are busy working on your craft, perfecting your craft. You're working hard. Okay. And, yeah, maybe you're working hard to get through this spiritual awakening and cut these karmic ties with your toxic ass family. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, because they were just taking from you and not giving. He, she, they. I'm taking it in the upright though. You want something that's equal give and take. Someone that gives to you as much as you give to them. And it's not about money. Okay. It's about time, energy, affection. Stop giving to anyone that doesn't give back to you. That will drain you. Absolutely. High Priestess. Yeah. Follow your intuition. Okay. And if you're not getting any reciprocal, you know, and even if someone's trying to, like, 5 of Swords, make your life hell, and it's affecting your work, oh man, they gotta go. Okay. It's gonna be a Pisces or something, but like, follow your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you where you need to go. Yes. And follow. This is not just, cups, King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Your heart is somewhere else. All right. And you know that. It's somewhere where you'll be able to work in peace and equal give and take. Okay. And yeah, your love should be going somewhere else. Maybe to this High Priestess person. Who knows? One more. Or Queen of Wands. Okay, this did come up in the reverse. So this could be the karmic tie person that you have to let go of. I'm not really taking reversals, but it did come up. So maybe that's, you know, what that is. But the Queen of Wands upright is very sexy, independent, ambitious. She's very creative also. So maybe you have feelings for a Queen of Wands that's like that. Could be a fire sign. You're stressed about this? Okay. Please tell me you didn't send the love spell. I'm just kidding. Okay, what is this Page of Gabriel? I feel like this pages are also messages, so I feel like you want to send a message to this High Priestess or Queen of Wands, someone that you have feelings for. Maybe you haven't expressed those feelings before. Okay, what is this Page of Gabriel about? Spirit. What is it about? Let's get 5. Chariot. Yes. Victory. Fast forward movement. The Emperor is the one that drives the chariot, which means he is absolutely in control and in authority of his own life. He has taken his power back and he is headed straight for success. I always say this too about the chariot card. These are sphinxes, but sometimes they're horses. You see there's a black one and a white one. That is integrating your shadow into your light. You cannot be all love and light. Okay? And you cannot operate just from your shadow. You have to integrate it. Okay? It's kind of like the balancing of the masculine and feminine, but you want success with someone. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. Maybe this Queen of Wands, High Priestess person is single and you want to have victory with them. The 10 of Wands, it did come out in the reverse, but first you have to put down the burdens, okay? Because you've been carrying a lot of burdens, and it could be burdens that your family is putting on you. I mean, put down the burdens. You're never going to get anywhere in life. You're never going to be on this chariot and have success. Ooh, Ace of Cups. If you are carrying around other people's burdens, it just won't happen. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Did come out in the reverse, but yeah, I feel like you want this Ace of Pentacles. You want to build something with someone. This could be like starting a business. It could also represent like a commitment. Star, okay. Maybe this will be very healing for both of you. And you need to communicate this. And look at this. 2 aces. This could be your new love. You got to put down those burdens, though. Leave the people with the love spells to their own karma and drama. They're getting bad news about their finances and their debt. That is not your problem. Unless, of course, you have a family with this person, you will need to, pay child support or whatever. Even sometimes women pay child support. It depends on who makes more money or whose family has more money. Now there's drilling. Wow, today. Okay. 9 of Cups. Yeah. Go after your wish fulfillment, okay? Leave everyone else to their own shitstorm of karma, because this is the energy that they were in. They were lying to you, stealing from you, cheating on you, stabbing you in the back every chance you got, trying to win at all costs. Bye. Oh, look at this. Look at all this. 3 aces. This is a new beginning, but it's also a creative project. You may want to be doing a creative project with this Queen of Wands. There's definitely a lot about creativity in here. And the abstinence is a really good way to get back your creativity if you have like a creator's block or writer's block or something. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. This is in the reverse. So you invested somewhere and spent a long time, and all it got you was tired. You didn't reap any benefits from it in the reverse. Yeah, because 5 of Swords. Right. Okay. Emperor. Yes, baby. Divine masculine. Here you are. Take your power back. Take control of your life. Okay. So what? You invested it into 5 of Swords people that are jackasses. It's never too late to start over. And yeah. Knight of Pentacles. It may take you longer to get where you're going because you're going to have to start over. Where you invested was not fruitful. But the Knight is the slowest in the deck, but he actually arrives at his destination, and you know where you want to go. I feel like you already really know what you want your life to look like. 5 of Swords again. What is this about? Wow. Okay. I don't know if this is a message for someone, though. This is kind of giving me like you want to get revenge for these Five of Swords people. I don't know if that's the best option for you. It may take you longer to get where you're going. Revenge. I mean, is that your plan? That's your plan? Revenge? Yeah, this is a Five of Swords. I thought it was Seven of Swords for a second. I don't know. I feel like being happy and being successful is the best revenge. At the end of the day, the devil in the reverse. Okay. I'm going to keep this one in the reverse. I feel like you are overcoming these toxic people. You are overcoming addictions. You're overcoming your fears. And that's your plan. And I think, yeah, okay. So that's, yeah, you're making a conscious plan to go down a different path that is not toxic. And I love that for you. Well, this is great. Actually, should we get some advice? Let's get some advice with this deck. I'm warm now. I get warm when I channel. Okay, Spirit, let's get a few of these for advice. So yeah, Spirit is saying you have the strength. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Heal what you need to heal. Focus on the life that you want to create. Focus on overcoming your own fears and your own addictions. And, release toxic attachments. Dude, I can't even make this up. We're taking that one. Recognize relational wounds. Not every scar came from cruelty. Some came from absence, silence, or unmet needs. Name what hurt you. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have to face what hurt you. One of the things about healing is that you have to admit, even just to a journal, it doesn't have to be to a therapist or to a person, something that happened to you, some need that was unmet, a parent that abandoned you, okay? You have to face it. And yes, healing is messy. It's painful. It's almost more painful than what happened to you. I'm telling you, it is so worth it, because then you are free to consciously create the life that you want to live instead of still reacting out of your wounds. Okay? I think that's all I need to say about that. Love without self-abandonment. Maybe this family or this person you had a family with or whatever was so needy and insecure. We did see the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is super, super insecure, jealous, witchy hoe. And the people that are the most insecure are the loosest sexually, because they need the validation from other people because they can't give it to themselves. Okay? So maybe you abandon yourself for this love. Love without abandonment. Real love doesn't ask you to disappear. Stay present. Stay whole. And still be loved. And if these toxic people can't do that, then find someone or a group that does. And in the meantime, love yourself enough. That should be enough. Love yourself enough to heal. Let's just get one more. I mean, the only reason I feel like I'm qualified to give this advice to people is because I've been through it. All of it. I've abandoned myself in love. I have allowed myself to be abused. I've allowed myself to be manipulated. I was naive. I was overgiving. All those things. Face control issues. Trying to control others only limits your own freedom. Let go of the need for control and trust in the flow. I feel like you are trying to control maybe this family member or this person you had a family with, and you're trying to retain control, but you cannot change someone. You cannot. No matter how much you fight and plead and whatever, it's too late. Okay? It's too late for this toxic connection. I mean, you have given too much of yourself in this to your own detriment. Okay? and you're trying to control the situation. Maybe you want to keep the family together or keep peace in the family, but sometimes it's just not possible. Bottom of the deck, unentangle emotional dependency. I can't make this up. When love feels like survival, it's not love, it's fear. You're safe without the attachment. You are. Release the soul burden. Yeah, with this 10 of Wands, you're carrying around a lot. You're trying to keep the peace in a family that's just toxic. And it's not your responsibility to make everyone else happy, okay? Because in the meantime, you are letting yourself get bogged down by other people's crap, when what you really want to be doing is something creative. So, I hope this helped you, Divine Masculine, and I'll see you in Divine Feminine's reading. Take care. Bye.